All right. I'm on a really secret mission through DC. I'm bringing all the essentials: a wallet, a blueberry and cream cookie from Milk, Goldfish, water, audio recorder, camera, FinCon pass, random podcasty crap. Who knows? I'll keep you guys updated on what I'm doing in a minute. All right, so like I said, secret mission. I'm off to meet somebody or somebodies in the YouTube world. We're going to film some cool stuff. I have no idea what. All I know is I got an address to a house and asked to help film. And I always say yes to a good opportunity. So here I go on foot, and we're going to go navigate DC and see what happens. The cool thing about exploring a city like Washington, D.C. by foot and metro is that we get to wander through the famed DuPont Circle, which I don't really know why it's called DuPont Circle. I don't know all the history. I just know this is a hot spot, so it's kind of cool. Here we are going down into the subway, metro. So far, this whole metro thing is not working out as well for me. I was on the wrong side of the tracks, and I need to be on this side. But there's only two sides of the tracks, so I'm fairly confident that this time when my train comes, I'll be ready for it. My train was running a little bit late, but there she is. I survived! Alright. First time on the DC Metro wasn't so bad. Little hiccups. Much faster to go that way than to do Uber. And much more affordable is $13. Well, $15 after tax, so $15 for a pass for the entire day. Which is awesome. Now we got some natural light. I'm blind. We got a little walk, and we're almost to the destination, and I'll show you what's going on. When you're in a city like this and you don't really know what's going on, it's always a good idea to just follow the locals. So like, I would have gone a super long way through walkabouts and roundabouts and stuff on the street there, but this local chick just crossed the street through like a dirt path, and I was like, ooh, that looks good, and shaved like 3 minutes off where I was going. So I'm actually ahead of schedule now. And again, only $15 and a little exercise for this entire trip. Stay tuned. All right, so far this looks like my kind of property. There's a window missing, and the sign says real estate auction, online only. Bidding ends on the 17th. So, I am intrigued, and I'll show you why I'm here and who I'm helping in a little bit. We have no idea what's going on, but I know there's two other guys here for similar things that I'm here for, so hopefully this is fun. So there was a hold harmless agreement required to enter this property, so just know that. No. There they are.
Yeah, that was here.
Oh, sure.
Somebody
What's
did.
What's up, man?
Not us.
Thank you so much.
On today's Meet Kevin Report, we're coming to you from Southeast DC with Graham Stephan, Matt, and Jeff.
There's something funny about real estate. It's easy to set up appointments, but it's difficult to understand how to look for value and understand your areas.
So we all signed waivers before we're entering this property, as you can tell from the outside. How does this compare to some of your investment properties in California?
Yeah, I mean, this is not what I would touch. No kidding. Yeah, I mean, that is the same wall.
Yeah.
And they both look like they're tilting in their own way.
Right.
Oh my gosh, everything leans left.
We got a 3-bedroom house. It's $200,000. 3-bed, 1-bath.
3-bed, 1-bath, and how much is it listed for?
It's at $199,900.
This whole room feels like it is moving to the right, like it's gonna fall off the building. The whole, I mean, this is the first place we've actually seen with air, like heating, or with electricity. Well, there's power too, I totally forgot. So Graham, what'd you think? We saw some crazy fixers, and then we saw something a little bit more, moderate, but then fixed up. What do you think about DC?
It has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
All right, so what you saw for the last 3.5, 4 hours was that basically what happened was I got a text from Meet Kevin, or a message on Instagram, and then we started texting saying, hey, you want to come help us film at this house? We're going to do 3 houses, 1 o'clock. And I was like, great. And all I got was an address and a time. And I was like, well, I don't have a car here. and I don't really know too many people with cars here, especially not people I want to bug. So what did I do? I walked down to the Metro. Shout out to Rich Carey for giving me the idea about the Metro. I walked down to the Metro, caught the Metro, got off that Metro, got on a different Metro, and then from there walked again. So probably like a mile of walking Metro, literally from like this part of Washington, D.C. to this part of Washington, D.C. I'll try to show that on the map. And then, yeah, I did it. Because this is how, like, networking makes sense, right? It's not necessarily always being intentional. Sometimes it's just saying yes to the opportunity, as my buddy Alex says. You say yes to the opportunity, and that's the reality. So now, did I get anything out of this? Probably not, right? Like, it's not about that. But I was willing to help somebody who I can't really add value to. Him and Graham Stephan have a much larger YouTube audience than I do, a much larger Instagram audience than I do, a larger Facebook audience, a better real estate business, a bigger community, and more, they're further along on this path of financial independence and entrepreneurship than I am. So the odds that I can bring value to their business, very limited. So when I met them, I just said, hey, I would love to offer you, and I know that I don't have a value proposition, but I'll help you with anything you need, right? And then he said, hey, can you be at this place at this time? And I said, yes. And then I made it happen, right? Like, it wasn't convenient. I had other things that I could have been doing right around here, but I made it happen because I told them that I would help them, and I wanted to help them. So what did I get out of it? Time with some people that I look up to, made some new connections, met a great realtor in Washington, D.C., met an investor in Washington, D.C., who he and I are going to collaborate on YouTube. Got a ride back to my hotel from another real estate agent here in town that's just starting out. And I got to meet and hang out with some cool people. So I say all of this to say that this crazy little story of me running all over Washington, D.C., that's kind of how I network, right? Like, if I want to meet someone or hang out with someone, like, say yes to the opportunity and make it happen. And this is how I met several important people in my life. And the relationships have kind of blossomed from there. Now, will that happen here? Who knows? But what will happen here is that I was able to help them. The video will come out. I'll share it to you guys. Maybe you'll see me in like a mirror as I try to finagle through crappy houses. But I learned something about how they film. I learned something about how they operate. And I can take some of that back to my channel. So anyway, I say all of this to say today was a great day. It was fun running around DC. FinCon has been amazing. The networking here is incredible. I've made some great connections, filmed some videos for you, done some podcasts for you. I'm just really excited to bring all of this content to you and also to see what happens over the next year through these connections. So networking is just huge.